To Dodgers fans, fresh news that could be a game-changer for the team. Hae-Sung Kim, the South Korean player acquired during the offseason, has just been called up to the major league roster. But what does this really mean? Is he ready to face the pressure of playing in the MLB, or will he succumb to the weight of expectations? The answer to this question could determine the course of the Dodgers season, and that's what we'll talk about now. The Los Angeles Dodgers, one of the most successful and innovative franchises in MLB, have a history of making bold moves with players of all kinds. From the return of legendary players like Clayton Kershaw to the arrival of stars like Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman, the team has always known how to shape its seasons with big acquisitions. But what happens when the team bets on a player who doesn't have the immediate notoriety of a big-name player, but brings with him potential to make a long-term difference? That's exactly what happened with the signing of Hae-Sung Kim. At 26, he was brought in to add speed and defensive depth to the team, but his batting ability was a big unknown. The Dodgers' history shows that patience is an essential virtue, and with Kim, the team bet on a gradual development. The goal was clear: give the player the time and resources needed to improve his swing and, eventually, earn a spot on the major league roster. But is Kim ready for this leap now, or does he need more time to mature? Before we continue the analysis of this move, leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates from the MLB's backstage. And of course, everything that's happened with the Dodgers this season, full of surprises. Hae-Sung Kim was acquired by the Dodgers on a 3-year deal worth $12.5 million, a significant sum for a player who still needed to prove himself at the highest level of baseball. His main qualities, defensive versatility and stolen base ability, were seen as important assets for the team. But the big question was his offensive performance. During spring training, what we saw was a constant struggle in the batter's box, a batting average of only .207, with 11 strikeouts, and a clear difficulty in adjusting his swing against MLB pitchers. It was a tough phase, and doubts began to arise. What to do with Kim? The decision was clear: send him to AAA in Oklahoma City, where he could continue his development without the pressure of performing at the MLB level. Behind the scenes, the move seemed like a necessary adjustment for Kim to have the chance to evolve. However, what happened in the following weeks was surprising. In Oklahoma City, Kim quickly adapted and showed impressive progress. His batting average rose to .252, with 5 home runs and 13 stolen bases, numbers that demonstrate his potential. This did not go unnoticed by the Dodgers, who, although aware that he was still far from being a fully developed player, saw clear signs of improvement and decided to call him up to the major league roster. Additionally, the injury to Tommy Edman, who was placed on the injured list due to right ankle inflammation, opened a crucial spot on the roster. Edman, with 24 RBIs and 8 home runs this season, was an important piece for the Dodgers. His absence left the team without a reliable bench option, which led to Kim's call-up to fill that gap. The decision to call up Hae-Sung Kim to the major league roster was not made lightly. Behind the scenes, this choice was seen as a reward for his quick adjustment and the significant improvement he showed in AAA. According to the Dodgers general manager, Brandon Gomez, Kim's response to the change was faster and more efficient than the team had expected. He is fully committed, and his performance has been even better than we expected this early, said Gomez, highlighting how quickly Kim adjusted his game and the dedication he showed to improve his weaknesses. The team believes that Kim can be more than just a bench option. His defensive versatility is one of the qualities that makes him valuable, as he can play both second base and center field, and even shortstop if needed. With this, he offers the team crucial depth, something that can make all the difference during a long season. Moreover, his speed on the bases add an element that the Dodgers can exploit at key moments in the game, especially in high-pressure situations when the team needs extra runs. The decision to add Kim to the main roster is also seen as a way to give him the experience he needs to mature further as a player. Manager Dave Roberts was clear in saying that Kim's call-up was not just an opportunity for him, but also a way to integrate him into the group and prepare him for tougher challenges. We're all excited for him. He earned the opportunity, said Roberts. Kim, for his part, showed gratitude for the chance and had the mentality of someone ready to learn and grow. I came in with a very happy and excited mindset, said Kim, expressing enthusiasm as he joined the team. The Dodgers' patience, in this case, seems to be paying off, but the question remains, will he be able to live up to the competition in the MLB, or will he be another case of slow development? Now that Kim is with the main roster, questions arise. What can he offer immediately, and how does this impact the team dynamic? If he continues to improve his offensive performance and maintain his contributions on the bases and in defense, he could establish himself as an important piece. His speed on the bases is a rare quality, and the Dodgers could use it strategically, especially with the pressure of the upcoming seasons. If Kim can adapt quickly, he might even earn more time as a starter, perhaps replacing Edman in some games or even assuming a more permanent role on the roster. However, if Kim's development takes longer than expected, his stay on the main roster could be short, with the possibility of returning to AAA to continue his improvement. Still, the confidence the Dodgers have in him, based on his progress so far, suggests he will be kept around for longer, even if his contribution at the plate is still not 100% reliable. In the worst-case scenario, he could serve as an important bench option, providing the depth the team needs, especially in close games where his speed and defense could make a difference. Kim will also have the chance to learn from other veterans on the team, such as Mookie Betts, who can help him adjust his hitting mechanics. Over time, he could become a key part of the roster, not just as a defender and speedster, but also as a reliable hitter. So, what do you think of Hye-Sung Kim's call-up? Can he really establish himself as an important piece of the Dodgers, or will it just be a temporary call-up until the team is fully healthy again? Leave your opinion in the comments below, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more updates on the Dodgers season and MLB news. And stay tuned, because the moves behind the scenes are far from over. Who will be the next to get a chance to shine? As Hye-Sung Kim's story continues to unfold, the MLB is still buzzing with other rumors that could change the direction of major teams. While Kim's future with the Dodgers remains undecided, another rumor, more solidified and with an even greater cloud of uncertainty, begins to gain momentum. The name Nolan Arenado, the star of the St. Louis Cardinals, is at the center of the discussion, and the question now is, will he stay in St. Louis, or will he be traded to another team this season? The potential trade of Nolan Arenado has been a constant topic behind the scenes in St. Louis over the past few months. Since last season, the name of the all-star third baseman has frequently come up in discussions about team moves and roster changes. Despite no major actions in the offseason, rumors of his potential departure continue to grow, especially with the Cardinals' inconsistent performance this season. While the Cardinals have made strategic moves in an attempt to improve the team, the sense that the franchise needs a significant change persists. And nothing seems more significant than trading Arenado, a player who is both an elite defensive icon and a key offensive piece, but who could also be seen as the team's biggest asset right now, potentially generating a major return in a trade. In the latest update from Bob Nightingale of USA Today Sports, the journalist mentioned that despite months of rumors, the Cardinals are still trying to trade Arenado. However, an important detail was highlighted. The Los Angeles Dodgers, who were frequently pointed out as a likely destination for the third baseman due to their connection to the region, have yet to show concrete interest in the trade, raising some questions. If Arenado doesn't go to the Dodgers, then where will he go? What does this mean for the future of the Cardinals and the impact that trading their star could have? To better understand the situation, it's important to look at Nolan Arenado's performance on the field. So far this season, Arenado has shown mixed results. With 30 games played, he has a line of .237/.326/.395, with 3 home runs and 13 RBIs. While these numbers aren't terrible, they aren't particularly impressive, especially for a player of his stature. What really stands out, however, is his defense, which continues to be elite. Arenado remains one of the best defensive options in the league, with a powerful arm and exceptional ability to cover third base. This solid defense keeps his value high, which makes a potential trade of Arenado highly valuable, even if his offensive production has been below expectations. However, the Cardinals' season has not been easy. The team is struggling to find consistency and stay competitive in the National League Central, where they currently have a negative record of 14-19 and are in 4th place. This underperformance has significantly increased trade rumors. If the Cardinals can't turn things around quickly, the pressure to trade Arenado will likely intensify. The team will need to assess its options: keep the player and wait for a turnaround, or trade him while his value is still high and seek a gradual rebuild. As the situation in St. Louis unfolds, the question remains: if the Cardinals decide to trade Arenado, where will he go? While the Dodgers are not currently involved, other teams have been mentioned behind the scenes as possible destinations. A player like Arenado, with his Gold Glove history and ability to impact the game with both defense and bat power, could be attracted to any team looking to improve their third base options and add defensive depth. Additionally, there's another factor at play: Arenado's contract. He has a sizable contract, meaning any trade would involve a significant portion of the salary, which could make the deal more complicated. Despite this, his market value is undeniable, and the return for the Cardinals, whether in prospects or established players, could be significant. The real question will be, what's the final price for any team willing to acquire Arenado? And will the Cardinals be willing to make the deal now, or will they wait for a more promising season to evaluate their options? For now, the Cardinals are still trying to balance things. The team has talented players, but the lack of consistency is hurting their overall performance. The fact that Arenado has been a central figure in the team for the past few years makes any decision about his trade even more difficult. He is not only a great player, but also a leader in the locker room and an important face of the franchise. For a team in search of renewal, a trade involving Arenado could be the key to rebuilding and opening new possibilities for the future. However, the lingering question is whether the Cardinals are truly ready to move forward with this plan. If the trade happens, it will be a significant milestone for the franchise, something that could drastically change how fans view the team in the coming years. As the season progresses, Cardinals fans and MLB observers will be keeping an eye on what happens behind the scenes in St. Louis. Rumors about Arenado's trade continue to be a hot story, but the real question is, how far are the Cardinals willing to go to strengthen their team? And what does the future hold for Nolan Arenado, one of the league's biggest stars? For baseball fans, the expectation is that this is just the beginning of a major shift, with implications that could reverberate throughout the league. Whether or not Arenado is traded now, it remains one of the biggest topics of the season. And for you, the fan, what do you think about this potential trade? Should the Cardinals take the risk and trade their star, or trust that there's still time to turn the season around? Leave your opinion in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned, because as the trade deadline approaches, new surprises could be on the way.